exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream in me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that.
How y'all doing? Indeed, baby. Indeed, it is Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm glad, so glad y'all are here. Anyway, get that adjusted. G2 was the first one to jump in the room, followed by Gallagher, Roger Himmelwright, Irene Lambert, thank you, baby, for everything you do. Dorothy Tyndall's here, progressively independent. I like that. Gordon Marble's here. David Ritchie. Common Sense is in the room. Thank goodness. Carl Vogel is here. Christina Sanchez, Stephen Scott, Mom to Two Huskies, Kelly Harris, Bunny Griffin. Thank you, baby, for being here. Ann Jacobs, Jeff Curry, Vicky's here. Hallie Colquitt, and Randy Peterson. Woo! Yeah, it's a hot pig, ain't it? You could roast that pig outside, brother. Get used to it. It's here to stay for a little while. Let me see. Jan Morgan, Sue Warrior is here. Diana, I'm going to mess it up every time, darling. Diana Pakada, I think. Trudy Baxter, Silly Bebo's here. The whole room seems to be here. I'm glad. Well, there's a lot going on, baby. A lot going on. Where do we even start? Well, let's start at the nation's capital. You know, after Donnie gave his little speech the other day, he unlaid his plans there and already put him. Already got the National Guard in D.C. But he made his little announcement, flanked by Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, and Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense. He laid out plans for the federal takeover of law enforcement within D.C. to include the National Guard and the FBI. He also alluded to taking the same actions in other American cities. What is that? Outstanding. Oh, okay. It is not to control crime. Crime in Washington, D.C. is down for the second year in a row. We've all seen that reported in the news. It's an attempt to implement an era of authoritarian control over our country. Donald is not particularly fond of democracy. If left to his own devices, self-government as determined by the people will be replaced by the will of the dear leader. Democracy as we know it will cease to exist, replaced with an authoritarian system designed for the wealthy, an oligarch society, similar to what they got in Russia. Our system of self-governance depends on our participation. If we fail to meet this moment, if we do not stand up to defend the Constitution, democracy itself dies. Our only hope is you, your voice, your determination to protect and defend the democratic system, to exercise your right to vote. We are depending on you, and democracy itself is in your hands. I wrote that the other day, posted it up several places, trying to get my thoughts together and what I think is happening in this country. And now we see it. We see the troops in D.C., and he's threatening it in other places. He's a coward. And our coward is also going up to Alaska to meet with Putin. Friday, I understand. Going to meet in Anchorage. Finally got the place narrowed down. For what? Shit. I don't know. Go up there and give him a blowjob, I guess. That's all he's doing. Trump says it's a listening exercise. Really? Our president's going to go all the way up to Alaska to listen to Putin and what? Get his demands? We already know what his demands are. The whole damn country knows what his demands are. You don't need to travel up there to go find out. He wants the Donbass. He wants part of Ukraine, and you're willing to give it to him. And that just sucks on every damn level. Every American in this country ought to be up in arms over this shit. It's a listening exercise. It's a way for him to get out. I swear, the only reason Putin is even coming to Alaska is some kind of deal that Donnie called him and said, hey, help me get out of the bind of the Epstein files. So let's create something. Let's do something. And that's what he's doing. That's what probably the response in D.C. is with the National Guard is create chaos. Let's get a lot of stories out there. I'll do drastic things. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But that's who we have as a president right now. And I just, how much this country can take, I really don't know. I don't know. Every damn day, it's something else. And it is. It's a exercise in trying to change the narrative. Trying to get out of the Epstein files thing. Boy, out of shit. There ain't no end to this crap. Anyway, before we get started, I want to thank Stephen Walsh, who came in with a $10 donation already and said, if anyone wanted to come to Anchorage to tell these little mushrooms to fuck off, let me know. I've been to Anchorage, brother. This one chance I wish I could go, just to stand outside and flip him the bird and yell at his ass. Anyway, hi, Miss Chick.
Hi, John. And before we get any farther, Benjamin Bowen has already sent in 2 $5 donations.
Where?
Well, they didn't ding.
They didn't ding. Oh,
they were the non-dingy
Benjamin
kind.
Bowen. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? I got one. Benjamin Bowen came in with two $5 donations. So,
yep.
Thank you, Benjamin Bowen. I appreciate that tremendously. Yeah, if you don't make a comment, it doesn't ding. And it just depends on if John sees it goes by in the chat.
If it doesn't ding, sometimes John doesn't see it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, got to have a little
He'll glance when he hears
John.
that ding.
Yeah. I need my ding. So say hi or something like that if you make a donation, which I greatly appreciate. Anyway,
and just because she's confused, Jan, it is me. I
do
am
what now? What did I do?
Oh, no. Jan was asking me if I was the commentator, and I don't know, I don't call myself that, but yeah, I'm speaking to you now.
She's the co-host of
Jan
this
Morgan.
show. She is the co-host of this show. And John gets mighty nervous when I come in here and turn on the computer and I don't see Miss Chick's name up there. And I go, oh, shit. You know, she's my rock, baby. I hold on to her. Anyway, Miss Chick, how are you?
Oh, John. Yeah. And you know what's not getting in the news?
What is not getting in the news?
The idea that there really are protests everywhere all the time. Somebody is doing something almost every day.
There's reason to.
I saw something on it was a comment in one of the Substacks that said that that there are still protests almost every day in Los Angeles, and it's not getting covered. Yeah.
I think there's a constant protest going on in L.A.
There is, I think.
And he's threatening L.A. The same thing he's doing in D.C. L.A.
Oh, I
Chicago.
heard him talking about specifically Baltimore today.
Yes. Yeah, Baltimore. No hope for Baltimore. It's just, got to send in the federal troops.
I saw a really nice interview with the mayor of Baltimore, Brandon Scott. Very nice. Very nice young man. I say young because he does look kind of young.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
That makes me hopeful, though.
It does. It's like, good. Pass that baton on.
You bet.
But what does Brandon have in common with the mayor of D.C., Muriel Bowser?
What do they have in common?
Any guesses? What do they have in common?
Well, besides both being black.
There you go.
Ding, 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 ding. Did I
Ding, ding,
win?
ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Yeah.
He leaned heavily
Yeah.
on Baltimore, too. And Baltimore's
let's
crime
not
rate
even
is down.
pretend that this isn't a racist, full of bullshit thing that's going on. You know? Yeah.
It's a racist, partisan, it's a list of shit.
Pick all the nastiest ones, because that's
You
what
bet.
it is. It's the nastiest
Authoritarian
of the nastiest.
dictatorship, don't pass that by. I swear, with the way he called out cities, he's going to try something before the midterms. He's going to push this shit until he just declares no vote, no election, martial law, or some shit like that.
He wants to call some type of civil war, quite literally, and say we aren't voting, no more voting.
President
But the idea that he wants to take away the constitutional right of the states, yeah.
Like I said, he don't believe too much in that Constitution stuff.
No.
He only believes in what he... As a matter of fact, I just saw something on the news about the Smithsonian and how Trump is... he's requesting a whole review of everything in the museums.
He wants to remove anything he doesn't like.
Yeah, he wants the Smithsonian to reflect his view of history.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Of history. Yeah. What
he
the hell
wants
is that?
Colonialism is what he wants.
I thought history was just history.
Ugh.
We've spent decades and decades trying to get history written.
Truthful. We're trying to get the truthful history.
Right.
All sides of history, not just one side of history.
Just one side, Donnie's side.
And that's what we've been fed for a very long time. And he wants to shove that some more, only worse. He wants to erase any other history.
Oh, he wants to erase a lot of shit. They're going to the Supreme Court to try to get same-sex marriage overturned now. He wants to reverse everything. Everything.
Well, I could think of one thing he could reverse. Maybe his mother's pregnancy. He could have reversed that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Didn't believe in birth control, I guess. I don't know. Why? What is it? Are his kids doing something now besides just thieving away?
Who knows? They're sneaky little turds. They're either standing right next to him or they're screaming on Truth, Twitter, whatever they call it, and or making money hand over fist somewhere.
That's what it's all about.
I do know that.
That's what it's all about for him.
Well, that's what he brought them up to do. They're doing what they were brought up to do.
They're doing what their daddy taught them to do, like his father taught him. Yep. It's a scumbag runs in the family, Oh,
I think so. I think that's the middle name, isn't it?
Yeah, scumbag.
Yeah.
Just about. Because that's all they do, scumbag shit.
It seems
sell everything, baby. Make money off of everything. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Hi, guys. All right. I don't know how long I can stay for because I'm expecting a furry creature on its way in here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
As soon as it gets here, so am I. But when it gets here, hi, Miss Chick. When it gets here, I'll have to jump off, which won't be far away. But if I jump back in the room, you'll see me jump back in.
Dave, and I mean that from my heart, brother. You know me, I'm a big animal lover, and I appreciate the shit out of what you do.
Mate, a lot of people say you're a big animal. I say you're an animal lover.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, listen, guys. What have we always said for a long time? What have we said for a long time in this show? What happens when an animal gets cornered? A wounded animal gets cornered.
That's exactly
it strikes out, and this is what he's doing with the DC thing. I think it's his Alamo. It's where he's going to hunker down. He's got the backlash from the people. He's got the Epstein thing all happening. He knows he can't make it go away because there's too many people want to know the truth, including the world.
He's got to change the subject, baby. He's got to change the narrative.
He does.
Everything he's doing now is to further that, to get Epstein off the news cycle.
It's not working. We need to keep screaming that. Yeah. Epstein. Sorry.
But look how far
Exactly.
he's willing
It's
to
got
go
to be
to
a foundation.
do that. Huh?
Destroy your country.
Yes.
Destroy your country.
Destroy everything about it. You know, this whole Putin summit thing up there, and let's summit shit. It's Donnie getting on his knees and begging Putin to come over here to have so Putin can talk to Trump, I guess.
I'm sorry, a summit
listening
usually
exercise.
includes more than just two people.
No,
Exactly.
no.
But what's
No.
happening at the moment is CNN currently have a release of 8 minutes ago that while Donnie and Putin are talking, Russia's just broken through the front lines and made a big push on Ukraine. So this is, I don't know what's going on here, but Russia makes massive grounds this morning while the meeting's going on.
Yeah, he's going to keep that up too, because he knows he can get away with anything.
Logistically,
But what is an international criminal doing on your soil? He isn't Putin a wanted man by the.
well, he's not here yet.
No, but he's still going to land on American
has
soil.
arrest-
But he's an international criminal.
Yes, he has an
Well,
arrest warrant.
listen to him, Alaska's Russia, so there's that part.
Which,
So that's a bit ordinary to see that happen. But then again, Trump is your leader. But look, we are seeing over here a lot of protests in America, bigger protests, more protests. Some are ongoing 24/7, and it looks like the people have fucking had enough. But have they left the run too late? Have we left the run too late to pull back the country from the edge of the cliff?
Ain't it pitiful?
Well, we can ask ourselves that question, but the fact of the matter is we're doing something right this minute. Right this minute. We'll do it right this minute. That's it.
Yeah. Well, that's all you can do.
We're done hashing it.
You've got to make it work for you guys, because if Trump gets his way, I mean, I see him grooming Barron to be the next Trump in the White House. That's what I think. He's grooming Barron. He doesn't want the other two goons in there.
Sad.
But that's what it looks like,
Yeah, well, look at his other two boys. You think Bannon's going to be any different? I had hopes when he was young that, maybe he's going to break the cycle. No, maybe not. Maybe he sees money and power the same way his daddy does.
Well, why wouldn't he? He was raised in it.
A mean to an end.
Well, that fellow that got beat up, that instigated one of Trump's first
big balls
threats of big balls. Yes, I wondered if you knew it was big balls. I didn't realise it was big balls till a couple of days ago, and I felt a lot better about it. But that's the wrong way to go, guys, because we're going to just give Trump the reason to invoke martial law throughout the whole country.
That's it's in his language. Every time.
He would have found some reason, and there's no way to know whether that was something that wasn't set up too. So whatever.
Well, that's right. I mean, he'll probably do a false flag to get what he wants.
I think the man that got jumped might have a punchable face to some people. I don't know. Just saying.
But Bernie Sanders is making news headlines over here. He's saying all the right things. Yes, Bernie Sanders. I mean, we all know he's too old to run, but if he'd make a great VP, wouldn't he?
He would make a good president.
Yeah.
He would make a great
president. A great senator.
I think.
How old is he now, guys?
He's 84.
84, is it? I was going to say 2,
or maybe he's going to be 84.
Yeah, he's definitely done, though. He said he's
only 10 years older than me, though.
Yeah, but you know what? Some people age better than others. I've seen 84-year-olds in gophers and wheelchairs, and I've seen 84-year-olds out rowing rowboats, so depends on your genes, I suppose, and how well you treat your body till you get to 84. But it's just sad to see what's happening in America. And it's so quick. It's not as if it's
6 months.
Well, it's 6 months. He's done it so.
Look at the damage that this man has done.
It's not exactly so quick. They gave us that playbook.
Of course they did.
A long time to look at it.
we
They've
knew
been
this was
working
coming.
on Project 2025 for 40 years, Dave. We've just
Did
chosen
you
to not
see-
look at it.
They finally found their fall guy.
Yeah.
Well, they did say they need the Patsy to make 2025 project work. That was always that's been relabeled that many times, that plan to turn America into a Nazi oligarchy.
Well, every time one of those minions standing next to him feels like their head's going to pop because they just can't stand what's coming out of his mouth, someone whispers,
What
2025 in
guys?
their ear.
JD Vance to me, and I'm trying to get all the stuff in before I get called away, but JD Vance to me seems like he's looks like he's helping Trump, but he's not really helping Trump, because I think JD Vance wants the #1 job. He wants Trump arrested, gone, ousted, whatever, and I think Vance wants that job. And
You think
He said something the other
day.
day in an interview. They asked him what he had been up to. Oh, not much. I just wait for the president to tell me what he needs. In other words, he's just on standby.
On standby. just hanging around to hold his balls in his hand.
And he's out there yesterday.
Well, he's not even near
tiny
Trump
balls.
most of the time. He's just on standby.
No,
You
he's
just
not.
go over there, have a life in the corner.
I just
We'll
saw
call
him
you when we
what-
need you.
He's God Junior. I mean, oh, to be God, raise the waters for me so I can go on a holiday. Didn't you try to get a river level raised for a holiday?
Whatever it takes, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make the glorious leader
He's
happy.
gone on a boating. Yeah. And Trump's out there yesterday saying he still deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. He can understand because the last guy that got it was a putz. The last guy that got it was a fool. He was a writer, a very good writer of all things political. And Trump says he didn't deserve.
And he
deserves
doesn't
Peace
see
Prize.
the irony in wanting a Nobel Peace Prize, but yet calling another Nobel Peace Prize winner a putz. I mean, he doesn't see the irony in that at all.
I mean, and he's the man of truth, justice, and peace, and happiness, and anti-crime. Yet he releases seriously bad criminals from prison. Yet he's supposed to be tough on crime. Right there and there, it just shows you the hypocrite that he is.
Well, he's tough on crime if he thinks you're illegal.
Oops, I've got to go, guys. I'm needed, guys. I've got to go.
Okay,
right.
Dave, take care of yourself.
Thanks
And
for
again,
dropping
thank
in,
you for
Dave.
everything you do, brother.
Mate, I'll be there on the next show, I promise, all right?
All right, Dave. Take care of yourself.
Good night,
I really
guys.
appreciate Dave, Aussie Dave, and if y'all don't know it, Dave takes care of injured animals. So that's how come he has to go, and that's how come I admire him so much. He is heavily involved in animal rescue, and I just think that's great.
And we have things to get involved in.
Yes, we do.
We have National Day of Protest, September 1st, everywhere at noon. Defeat fascism. That's like a 50-50 one, all the capitals, state houses, courthouses, wherever you want to go. And then September 2nd, remove the regime, visit to Congress at 10 a.m., Columbus Circle, D.C. And that's a call to remove. And of course, every Saturday still is Tesla showrooms, the Tesla takedowns.
Good.
Which I think maybe that one's actually working.
Either.
Yeah.
We need to stay on it, and that's what it's going to take. Like I said, baby, it's our voice. Our voice.
Didn't I
vote.
see something about Austin, John? He tried to roll out the self-driving, like taxi type cars, and they were doing poorly, and they finally said, "Get them out of here."
I didn't hear about that. Really?
Yeah, not working out too good.
Austin is a very busy city, very congested, and
Yeah. Well, his driverless cars were bashing into shit. So yeah.
Boy, howdy shit. Yep.
Wasn't going well.
in heavy traffic, I prefer to do it myself.
Yeah.
I've had one of them cruise things where you get out on the highway and just punch it in. When me and Tyler took that trip, we rented a Pathfinder, and it had that. Yeah, real handy. But no, when traffic gets around, no, that's all right. I'd rather do it myself. Hello, Jess.
Yeah.
Hey, John. Hey, guys.
How you
Hey,
doing?
Jess.
And I miss you, Chick. Moving into a little quieter room without the rugrats
Oh,
around, so
You
hey,
still
I
in
know
bed,
what
Rex?
that's like.
maybe seeing. Oh yes, we got they're 6 and 3 now. So
6 and 3.
Already?
Oh my
but
God.
I know.
Oh
yeah,
my God. Hang on, brother. Hang on. That's all I
but
can tell you.
yeah, I know it. But just another Brandon mayor in the news that may be seeing some federal troops. It's Brandon Johnson, I believe, from Chicago here.
Oh, Chicago.
Another whipping post city that our dear golden leader loves to pick on.
Loves to, yes.
So
Loves to beat them.
yep. So I would expect that after Baltimore would be Chicago, would be kind of the city that would be blasted for coming to save them from how interesting it is that all these cities happen to be majority non-lily white, I would say.
Well, and isn't Chicago kind of where we would claim that Obama hails from?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That's
and
his
also I would,
It
stomping grounds
runs
originally.
deep in him, I'm telling you. It runs
Yeah.
deep in him.
He doesn't
the
let
sad
go
thing
of that
is
hate, does he?
his MAGA
No.
followers think that's a big plus.
I
Yeah.
know.
Isn't that sad?
Yep.
Yeah.
I keep thinking to
And,
myself, when are they going to come to their senses? Well, how much is it going to
Never.
take?
Never.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I mean,
I'm
I mean,
hoping.
unless, because until they come to a mega district, I think mega is just going to say, "Yep, DC's a mess. Yep, Chicago's a mess. Yep, all these, wasn't it not too long ago they were saying that Baltimore was overrun with rats or something like that a couple years back."
Yeah. Yeah. I
Something
think.
like that. So I mean, in LA, yeah. I mean, so until they come to and overtake, Oklahoma City or something, I can't think of another.
Oh,
I'm
there's
trying
no
to think
crime
of
there.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah,
crime.
yeah.
There,
Nothing. No.
nothing there.
And there's also going to be no new jobs numbers because his pick for BLS said he's kind of thinking of the idea of suspending the monthly job reports. So there's not going to be a way to
What's his name? AJ Bessent? Is that right?
no, Besant's going to be Besant is the Treasury Secretary, and he's also going to be the acting IRS commissioner.
Oh, okay.
This is what is this guy's name?
The new guy.
EJ Atoni, his pick to
Atoni.
lead Bureau of Labor Statistics.
And
says-
it's not sus at all that he was part of the Heritage Foundation outright.
Oh, what a
Yep.
coincidence.
Nothing
What
coinky dink about that.
total
No.
coincidence. Yeah, do you trust anything that guy's going to put out?
Nope.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
No.
As a
Or is he
matter
going
of
to put out nothing? Maybe just, there won't be any reports. He's mentioned that too. We don't need as many as reports.
Well, that's what they're
Yeah.
saying. They don't need the monthly jobs report. We don't
Yeah.
need that.
We can do it quarterly.
We
No
can
problem.
do it quarterly. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know. Just take his word for it.
These aren't your
Everything's great.
drones, right?
Yeah, employment
These
is
aren't the drones you're
at
looking for.
100% across the country. Yeah. Hey, let me thank Susan Rotella, who came in with a $10 donation. Susan, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate that. I caught that one. You notice that?
I
job.
noticed.
Yeah, see there?
Good job,
Trying to pay attention. Trying to pay attention.
multitasker.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. Boy, out of shit. So, Alaska. Putin.
Alaska.
What do you think, Jess?
Now, my thought is, I completely agree, John. It's well, first of all, they're still, as far as I was reading earlier, still nailing down the final logistics of all this because it's all happening so
fast,
yeah.
fast.
You'd
think
I would not
with a meeting like that, there'd be a lot of prior planning and a lot of discussions, and
usually it would be at least a month or more if you're going to plan some
right.
Yeah. Giving him a week? It was last Friday he mentioned it. They want to do it this Friday.
We know it's an exercise in distraction. That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
And don't be surprised if he lands. They meet on the plane and call it good.
Yep. Well, or hands over the deeds to Alaska.
The way Donnie sucks, it's not going to take long, to satisfy Putin. I would imagine.
John,
I'm just saying. Because that's what he's going to do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he undid Seward's folly. And gave Alaska back to him.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they're meeting in Alaska. Maybe Putin.
I think Alaska might have something to say about it, but
don't worry about it. They're a red state. They'll go along with it. To support Trump. He's the man, and
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because they're all about total freedom up there in Alaska. They really like that.
Yeah.
Doing what you want to do on your own land and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't think they meant moving to Russia.
What's it a name? What's it a name? Yeah. You can learn a new language. It's a new customs, a new leader. It's
they still got the Russian Orthodox churches in some of the islands. There you go.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
But as serious as all this is, just all this stuff that's going on, we can't lose sight of the fact that with the state of Gaza and all this stuff that needs to be going on, that really important things are happening at the White House. The UFC fight.
I don't think
we got to talk about the UFC fight.
Mind.
Yeah, the UFC fight is no, they're too busy with this UFC fight.
UFC
that's
fight.
Happening. Yeah, that's going to happen at the White House.
Meanwhile,
Friday.
Yep. It's absolutely going to happen.
5 journalists in Gaza the other day.
Yeah.
And let's not forget about Sudan. Nobody talks about Sudan. 24 million people in Sudan face food insecurity. That's just a step above starving to death, right? Insecurity and then
food insecurity,
famine.
Yep.
That's half the population. 50% of the population. It's 24 million people. And most of those are women and children.
You'd think we'd give a shit.
Because they're too busy for the 250th birthday of the U.S. The UFC will be on this White House South Lawn live.
Oh, good God.
Yep.
You can't make this shit up.
Yep. I know.
There is no more lawn.
Yep.
It's got
the big parking lot.
Yeah.
That just
under the Golden Dome, so to speak.
I can fully understand UFC fans being Trumpers. Because they're used to watching somebody act like it's a fight. It's not really a fight, but we're going to make it look like a fight. And that's right.
Gotta look tough. Gotta look tough.
You're saying they're used to fake, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just saying, if it was serious, half that shit you see them do, somebody would be going to the hospital for it. They wouldn't just get up and just no. So I never did get into it. Some people do, and that's fine. It's entertainment. That's what I look at it as.
I always look at it as each their own.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. I don't want to put it down. Anyway, boy, howdy shit. Well, we got DC under federal control. We've got a meeting coming up with Putin. What else is going on? The Smithsonian, we're going to review all that shit.
Yeah.
And we have Texas Democrats weighing whether they're going to return to Texas or not.
I saw
Right,
that.
there's that.
I just saw that they're holding meetings trying to decide what to do. You know, if they come back and they are in the House, Texas House, then yeah, Abbott's gonna introduce the redistricting, and it's gonna pass, and that's gonna set.
Well, they already have it all drawn up, don't they? They have it ready to go then.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Well,
And that's going to set off. That might be what they're discussing, you know. Well, if we're going to have this redistricting war and it's inevitable, let's go ahead and get it started. Let's fire the shot,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go.
Fight it in court now.
well, let's hope
Now,
that
who's got the whole country's attention? Not to mention a bunch of other governors behind us.
yeah. Well, let's hope that CA has their act together. Then, if
You're right,
Texas
no.
does, you know, if
20
Texas
years.
does go ahead, you know, let's
I
hope that
know.
California's got their act together.
It's if Texas proceeds with the redistricting, that's what it's going to do. It's going to set off. It's going to set off a war between the states as far as redistricting goes. More Republican states will do it. More Democrat states will do it. We're going down a terrible road. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And I will say, here in Michigan, when we changed over to our new group that does the redistricting, it's more citizen-led. But because it was new, it took them, I think, a full 2 years to actually get everything all drawn out. You know, 2 years past when it should have been done, which wasn't on purpose. It was just that it was more in depth than they thought, and they were new at it. So, to take a little bit of time.
Hey, let
And
me
I think we
send out
had COVID at the same time, so there was that.
There was that, yeah. Let me send out a couple of thank yous to Vincent Saravo, who came in with a $5 donation and said Hedgeseth was asked what he's going to do with the homeless in D.C. after picked up. His response is, not my lane. Doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't give a
He
shit.
says that about a lot of things. That's
A
not
lot
my
of
lane.
stuff.
Somebody
That's
else.
that's not my risk. He's, you know, he'll let you know as soon as Donnie tells him something. Or
What is your lane,
guys,
then?
well, you
Peg
tell me
or
that man is qualified to be Department of Defense. Please.
Yeah.
You know, tell me Pam Bondi's qualified to be the Attorney General.
No, I'm not going to tell you that.
No,
You can't make me.
Anyway, no. Silly Bebo. Brittany came in with $2 and said Texas Senate Dems, all but two, walked out earlier. Really? Really? Texas Senate. Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's what the big thing is, though. I guess they're trying to decide whether or not to just come back into Texas and kick this thing in the ass and let's go. You know, because it's going to take time. We have a year and a half.
Yep.
They're going to be maps redrawn. We best.
Well, and don't think that while they've been gone, they haven't been talking to a whole lot of Dems in various states that are helping them have a coalition.
Conversations, I'm sure, are being had.
Yeah.
You know, to coordinate.
They have a plan. I'm sure they have a plan.
I'm sure the Republicans do too.
Yeah.
And that's what.
And you know, one of the plans ought to be to preemptively, you know, I mean, if there's such a thing as preemptively on this, but just assuming that it's all going to happen almost in every state, is to have all of the court type papers ready to be, you know, titled and addressed and dated and ready to file. Just as soon as
record
they
time.
mention anything about it. Poof. Okay. Going to court. Going to court.
And just a new little advertisement for kind of the joining of ICE. It says, tired of people stealing your American dream? Open a can of whoop ass. Join ICE.
Open a can of whoop ass. Join ICE. That's the mentality.
Or like open a can of dumbass.
That's exactly, yeah. Yeah.
You better,
If you're
you better
motivated to go
Yeah.
join ICE, I really question your morality. You know, why all of a sudden?
Well, it's not just your morality. They're trying to prey on people's position, the one they put them in. That's why they're offering loan forgiveness, money bonuses. They're trying to scoop up that's on the outskirts, on the edges that basically would be otherwise probably thinking about a military career or some other sort of civil service. This is bad. You're taking people that could have been doing real good. You're making them do some real bad stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, better weather.
Hey guys,
How's
how's
it going?
paradise for you going?
Oh, it's hot, buddy. It's hot.
I
Very
hear ya.
hot.
We got the heat up here too.
Do you?
It's all across the whole right now.
I'm just wondering, is it because everybody's pissed? We're hot under the collar, and it's actually changing the weather.
It
I
does
think it's
happen.
I think it's from all the hot
Wouldn't
air
be surprised.
coming out of Donnie's
Out of Donnie's
rear,
mouth.
rear end.
You're right. You're
you go.
probably right. All that hot air coming out of Republicans' mouths nowadays. They're not having too good a deal going with their these congressmen and senators having town halls during the break. Not going well.
Yeah, what's making them think to even have these things in the first place? They've all been told that it's a bad idea. The few that actually happen are obviously bad ideas for the people that are speaking. Are they just trying to like put on a show for us? I mean,
Yeah.
when they do so, they just seem like bigger assholes.
Yeah, I think so. Everything nowadays is for show.
I want my money back.
Yeah, I think we all do. I think we all
should
do.
Yeah, there needs to be a lemon clause.
Hell yeah. For
You
6
suck,
months in,
clause.
you
How's
suck.
that?
New one. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
and on the
we-
plus side, though, for
What?
those wanting to raise money, Sherrod Brown is contemplating he's not contemplating, he's actually running to retake the seat that was by the guy who took Vance's seat in Ohio. So Sherrod Brown is running again for senator in Ohio.
Sherrod Brown. That's good.
Yep.
There you go. See, my memory ain't terrible. Just have to go in the Rolodex. Sherrod Brown, Sherrod Brown. Okay, yeah, I got it. So,
Keep smoking that pipe.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Keep smoking that pipe. Yeah, that's what gets me through,
I'm
brother.
right there with you, man. Don't worry.
Calms the nerves. Hey, let me thank Vincent Sarava, who came back with another $2 and said, and 1 in 6 are homeless veterans, had Seth. Yeah. Yeah, that he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. For veterans, for anybody homeless. Doesn't care about their story, their life. Doesn't care about them. Just get them out of the way. Hide them somewhere. You watch. Pretty soon they're going to start making concentration camps for the homeless. You know.
Oh yeah, that's the next thing. The homeless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Got to get rid of them. Got to clean up. Clean up.
But did you know, John? Not to backtrack too much. The Texas Republicans have set up a tip line to rat out the Texas Democrats. So we should absolutely not flood that line with any tips on Bigfoot sightings or UFO sightings or
shouldn't do
asking
that.
why Trump is on
You
the
have a
list.
number?
No, we shouldn't do that. But I'll post the number not to call in the comments.
Post that number for people to make sure that they don't accidentally dial this number to report Bigfoot.
Don't accidentally dial that number. And
Yeah.
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, do that. As a matter of fact, do that now.
Yeah, maybe we
Because I
should
have
do
a
it
phone
live.
right here.
Yeah, it'll probably just take a message.
Boy, holy shit.
And they'll have some AI
I'm
scan
embarrassed.
it, go through the entire database, add you to it.
I'm embarrassed for my state. I am. You know, it's hard to live in a state where your governor's main objective in life is to roll up Donnie's ass as much as he can. You know, what Greg Abbott has ideas on the presidency after Donald Trump? Maybe is that what he's? You know, don't put it out of the question. You know, Donnie's going to go. I don't think J.D. Vance will step up. You need somebody really hateful to fill those shoes. And Greg Abbott fits the bill, baby. He's hateful. He's a money grubber.
He is, isn't he?
He's a crook.
He's just this angry old man.
Yeah. Even my lieutenant governor, what's his name? Ken Paxton. The one that his own staff.
Oh, the attorney general, you mean? Is he attorney general?
No, I think. Whoa, maybe so. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. Ken Paxton's in there. He's either attorney general or.
Yeah, I don't think he's lieutenant governor.
He's AG.
Yeah.
He's attorney general.
Yeah.
He's a worthless piece of shit too. He's the one that was turned in by his own staff for money laundering, for taking bribes. His own staff.
Isn't his wife divorcing him right now? For biblical reasons?
About that. He better not.
Yes. She is.
Really?
Yeah,
really?
he's a
She's
scumbag
the one
in
that
public and out of
saved his
public.
ass. She was in
Paxton?
the Texas Senate
Yup.
and was allowed to vote on that shit for her husband.
Now she's divorcing that piece of shit.
Irreconcilable differences, I think.
Yeah.
No, Angela Paxton stated in her divorce petition that she filed on biblical grounds
Oh, there you
and
go.
cited
he screwed
adultery.
around. Oh, he screwed
And
around
cited
on her?
Adultery. Yes.
You bum. Oh,
Are we
scumbag.
surprised? Are
No.
we surprised at all? No.
No, I'm not surprised. If that's what it is, wouldn't be one bit at all.
Nope. And
Yeah.
it's kind of
They like to
towards
preach
this
the
little
values,
poop.
not live by them.
And looks like the Alaska governor is giving Donnie a bit of his piece of his mouth, because looks like this little maybe kneeling summit in Alaska is hitting during the height of tourism season.
Well, they ought to be able
And
to
so
sell
this-
peanuts
the
and
governor's-
How
popcorn
can you
to
destroy their tourism too?
Yep. Mhm. Yeah. So he's saying he wishes it wasn't there because it's going to destroy their tourism.
Yeah, because they block shit off, and
Yep.
it does cause disruption
Yeah.
when a dignitary
yeah.
comes around the area.
And with Putin in the area, yeah. Oh, hell, they'll probably close the airspace. You know,
Well, there's that.
there's that.
I just had a friend that just did a month in Alaska, camping. She loved it.
I can't.
Yeah,
go
there was
oh,
already stuff closing things down because of fires and smoke, and so she spent more time
hell,
in
the hell
some
was
city,
Paxton
bigger
in
cities that she didn't want to. But there were lots of tourists. She said, lots of tourists.
All for a dog and pony show.
Yeah.
All for a dog and pony show. Zelensky's already said he's not giving up land. Ukraine, I just keep falling back on what Lindsey Graham said. Maybe if we give in this time, they won't come back again. Oh, Jesus, are you shitting me?
But do we know for sure that Putin said yes? That he's coming
I guess.
at all? Do we even know?
I'm assuming it's been reported that they're gonna meet. Now, wouldn't that be something if he got stood up? Donnie flies to Alaska and
I
Putin
think
don't
it-
show up.
Be apropos.
Grovel,
Yeah.
asshole, grovel. And that's exactly what Trump is doing. And like I said, you know that that's the whole reason is Epstein. The whole reason we have troops in D.C. is Epstein.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just to touch on the Russian point, yes, he did agree to come. He is coming, and at the moment, Russia is doing a major push on the front line to try to claim more ground. So it looks
Of
like
course.
they might actually be
Of course
going
he is.
into like they might
'Cause he
try to
knows-
actually negotiate in this, which
Well,
is
what his
pathetic
plan
and fucked
is
because
to
we
say,
shouldn't be
can we
doing
keep
that.
what we have hit a boundary on right now? We want to keep that. That's why they're doing the
wanna
push.
Keep where the battle line is right now. All of the Donbass region
Yeah.
and more north. I can't remember what region that is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The people of that area
And you
and the
give
people
that
in
to
Ukraine are really going to just roll over.
What do you think Putin's going to do? You give him the Donbass region, all right? The war stops. That's just going to give Putin more time to build up troops in Donbass so he can come back again. Just restock and re up the troops. Take a year or two.
Yeah.
Come back and do it again.
Take your
Lindsay.
time, take over the population, brainwash them, indoctrinate them into your army, and then send them on to the next border until that becomes your border too. I mean, that's his plan for Europe, right? It's pretty obvious.
It just thank goodness for the European Union standing up for Ukraine, because they're the only ones that are right now, and that's disgusting.
And they're
We're the
keeping,
biggest
they're keeping them
democracy in the
supplied.
world.
They're keeping the Russians on their heels.
He's convinced the maggots that standing up for democracy around the world is a bad idea. Screw them other people. Screw them other countries. Yeah, let them do whatever they want. What was it? Shit. Oh, hell, I shouldn't even start a sentence unless I know where it goes. Something J.D. Vance said about another...
Hey, where's my couch?
yeah.
Move the couch.
Boy, howdy shit.
Moving
Anyway.
the furniture around.
Huh?
Shut the hell up, son. Shut the hell up, son. I got Trump on the line.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know where it's
I don't
all
know.
gonna go.
Maybe fill up another river so I can go kayaking.
That's sad.
Oh.
I'm still looking for that phone number. They don't for the to narc on the Dems that fled, but I'm still not finding it. It doesn't seem to be getting published too much.
Oh. Do I have to do it again?
This, the headline here, what am I looking at? Oh, this is CNN's headline. White House scrambles to prep for Trump-Putin summit. They're scrambling to prep.
What?
What? You don't think this
We've
was
known
just...
about this for days. What's the scramble?
Yeah, what's the scramble? You've known for days. Since
Hell,
it is. It's
he's
pitiful.
demented. He's straight up demented. Don't expect anything to make sense. No, reason is long gone.
Now, is this the thing you're talking
just
about?
Do what you can to enjoy the show.
Is this what you're talking about with Vance? He says it's here is very cool to have Disneyland shut down for his family vacation, but he apologizes for longer lines.
That's not what I was talking about.
Oh.
That's a whole new affront to America's tourism.
And there's a new dance in the Cotswolds. We don't want him. Dance Against the Vance in the Cotswolds in protest at the Vice President's his UK holiday.
Are they having like a dance party to protest?
There was
for him?
cake. Yeah, there was cake and music. The weather was perfect. At first glance, it could have been a joyful community gathering in the sun-dappled Cotswolds Village Park, but the placards gave the game away. They don't want him here. He's simply not welcome here. He said, tell him to go home and shine on your own, give your own man a. It's very interesting. Little UK humor.
Boy, howdy shit. Epstein.
He's on the list.
Huh?
He's on the list. That's what I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. Boy, howdy shit. Let me see here.
Apparently, that American Eagle commercial with Sydney Sweeney is pissing people off. American Eagle's foot traffic has gone down 9% since the ad aired.
Really?
Good.
Yep. Dumbasses.
Yep. So that,
I'm not buying them
white
anyway.
nationalism at its core of good genes.
You want good genes? Try to get rid of Huntington's disease. Okay.
Yep.
There's better ways to go about it.
I'm just thinking of how Trump's daddy should have used her rubber. Some pulled out. Whatever.
John, it was a
Anyway.
while back, but did you call out Susan Rotella for $10? I don't think it was a ding. But it was a while back. I'm sorry, I didn't
Yes, I
want to
did.
interrupt.
Yes,
You
I
did?
did.
Okay. I
got
might
it.
not
I
have
did.
heard it.
I did catch that one.
Oh, good.
Hello, Bear. My old mailman's in the chat. Hello, Dangerous. What in the hell's going on
buddy.
over in Hawaii? I seen your pictures, buddy. You know,
Oh
with
yeah,
your
the coffee's
greenery
the
there.
coffee's growing good here. Yep, coffee's growing good in Hawaii.
Boy, how
With the
shit.
tariffs, with the tariffs going down, we got bananas, avocados, dragon fruit. We got
Yeah, we
all
ain't
the
got none of that.
tropical fruit you guys want. So,
We'll be importing.
lucky you know me, right? Lucky
Yeah.
you know me because I
Yeah.
can get this. I can get your guacamole to you for a cheap fashion.
Boy, how the shit.
Hey, by the way, I noticed today, I was just watching a video that, I don't know, Rachel Maddow did that somebody threw online. And it's like a district judge in Northern California went and, I don't know if you guys talked about it already, but all the people that were fired by Doge, all the temporary probationary employees, a district court judge ruled from the bench. Don't wait for a written order, he said. I'm ruling from the bench. You need to reinstate everybody.
Really?
So everybody got their job back at the VA, IRS, Department of Defense, everybody that got fired on February 13th and 14th, they now have their jobs reinstated. And OPM is ordered to not ever send out a template letter like that ever again.
I haven't seen that in the news. You think that'd be all over?
Yep.
I hope. He's
I
gonna
hope so. I
challenge
mean,
that.
the judge was not very happy. He says, I'm tired of you stonewalling me. You could have brought people here and you didn't, and you just keep trying to submit new articles and
Well, that's
nothing.
what Donnie
You're
does,
doing
delay.
nothing. Yeah, you can't fire people on performance when they have exemplary performance reviews. You can't just get rid of that people by saying, oh, your performance isn't good enough. We don't really want you when you have exemplary performance reviews. So it's just an excuse they thought they could get away with. And
They're
guess
trying to
what?
purge
They
the federal
basically,
workforce.
so their feet were held to the fire today. And guess what? I mean, we're going to start seeing all these people getting their jobs back.
I hope.
If they can find them, I guess.
And that's just
Yeah,
the
I
start
hope
of
so,
what we
too.
need to do.
Oh, I know. It's just it's another win. That's all. I just wanted to
We
pass
need
that
'em.
on.
We need them.
Yes, sir.
More out of shit. All right.
By the way, something interesting that I've been looking into, and I didn't mean to. Oh, sorry if I interrupted you. Go ahead, John.
No, go ahead. I was gonna.
Oh, I watched a couple videos during the last couple days, and I don't know. Has anybody really heard about Real ID and what their purposes for using the national ID card are?
The one with the star on it.
Rural ID. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start posting a few videos, but they're now going to use Real ID to basically, they want to put it into a digital form where they can track it on your phone. They can, anytime you go to buy a gun, you go to open a bank account, it kind of almost sounds like a mark of the beast. And anyway, come to find out, there's a few states you can't get a state issued driver's license. And Texas, unfortunately, happens to be one of them. But in most of the other states, I think there's only 7 states that you have to get a Real ID. But some of the videos I've been watching tell you to go turn your Real ID in and get a state-issued driver's license. Because with the Real ID, they're using biometric facial recognition, and it's just the start of something worse to come. So you don't need Real ID to get on an airplane. You don't need a Real ID to get on an airplane, go into a federal building or anything like that. A passport. In fact, there's about 16 different forms of identification TSA will allow for you to get on an airplane. So don't let them try to tell you that Real ID is the only thing you need. No, it's a way to track every single human here in the United States, and it's all being fed into the gigantic machine that's going to eat us all up. So I highly recommend, after a couple of the videos, in fact, I already checked into it myself, and I know I could go trade my Real ID in and get a state-issued Hawaii driver's license. And that's all you fucking need
Unfortunately,
for
that's what I have.
identification.
I have
Don't get a
Texas-
Real ID.
I have a Texas
If you
state
have one, you
driver's
should go
license,
turn it in.
and it's
Yeah,
got a star
and-
on it, baby. And ain't no other turning
Well,
it
if
in.
it
You can't
has,
get- there's no
that's
other
a
license.
Real ID, then it's a Real ID. And in the state
Yeah.
of Texas, believe it or not, that's the only thing they will issue.
That's it. There is no option here in Texas.
Did
It's
you
the
know that
Texas
there's a
driver's
pushback
license.
happening, though? There's a pushback happening where different AGs are starting to, like in your state, for example. I don't know about Texas for sure, but with all the crap that's going on there. But there's a bunch of AGs, the way they pass this, and there's some interesting info on the way they pass this. They had no public discussion on it. It got stuck into a defense appropriations bill back in like 2006 or something like that, or 2007. It wasn't until Obama started talking about it in 2016 that everybody needed a Real ID, and the states conformed without any public discussion. And now Kristi Noem came out on May 7th and told everybody.
Why do I smell Elon Musk in this? Why do I smell him in this?
I didn't realize there was an issue until I started watching videos, and now I'm starting to realize that all of our health information, they want to digitize it to where it's on your phone. So anytime you use it for it'll ping DMV and it'll tell you, it'll track you. It'll track you. I mean, this is part of the beginning of
everything you're talking about is completely plausible under a Trump administration. Everything you're talking about.
It's a surveillance society they want to set up. They want to keep track of every single one of us, what the hell we're doing, and if we're getting out of line, then they'll just shut off our bank account. In fact, if you're using too much electricity or you're driving too far, they can slap carbon credits. I mean, there is so much shit that could happen with this, and they want to get everybody in line. Why do you think that they're fucking sounding the drum so hard about everybody's got to get a Real ID to fly? Because they don't have everybody in line, and that's the problem. If you conform, this is part of the conforming, and that's what they want. They want everybody to conform. In fact, as you wrote yesterday on Discord, I don't know if you read my dissertation, but honestly, this is death by 1,000 cuts, and that's exactly what the fuck they're doing. They do just one little slice.
His whole.
Be real careful blaming that on Trump, because this death of 1,000 cuts, we've already been bleeding for years.
Oh, I know. I'm not blaming it on him. I'm just saying.
I reference it more now to the current situation that he's attempting to do so much.
Yeah, the Real IDs have been around a long time.
Yeah.
It's okay. I want to blame Trump for everything. You know what? He blamed Biden for everything, so now it's his turn.
Absolutely.
So go.
Every little thing is his fault. We're going to use their rules against him. He did everything bad, and Biden did everything good.
Yeah.
And at this point, that's kind of the truth, but, you got to shout it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me send out a couple
thought
of
I'd bring
thank yous.
something interesting. Yeah, I thought I'd bring something interesting to the table. I don't know if you guys talked about this, but thank you for inviting me.
Interesting, buddy.
Avoid it like the plague. Stick to cash. No. Cash only. Bring it back to just cash.
Let me send out a couple of thank yous to Mary Humphreys, who came in with a $10 donation. He said, I loved Bernie being in Backwoods Betty and Backwoods Barney's West Virginia. Yes, indeed, he did, because he's going everywhere. Red states, blue states, don't matter. He's going everywhere. And Mark, our Blue Dot greeter, came in with a $5 donation and say, play our favorite song, John.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
smile I'm going to do
I
it
just
just
need
because
you
it puts
to
a smile on my
shut
damn
the
face.
fuck up, 'cause nobody asked you,
Yeah,
too
bitch.
short anyway.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow.
That song will eventually pop into my head. It literally did the other day when he was standing up on the stage when he had that press conference where he introduced National Guard in D.C. Because it went on for over an hour. Just him standing up there, just dribble coming out of his mouth. You know, he doesn't know when to shut up.
I never watched that. In fact, I almost want to watch that hour-long press conference. I understand it was a total train
It was
wreck.
painful.
I don't think he stands anymore. Doesn't he just sit in front of people now?
See the pain I suffer for y'all? I take that shit.
Oh, thanks, John.
That's me, baby.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm
John.
taking the bullet.
I saw one guy on
get into that
Instagram did
discussion
a
every once in a
2-minute
while.
Yeah, I saw one guy did a 2-minute recap of that whole hour, and he was this Asian guy, and he was like, he just screamed and yelled, and he was like in so much pain after that. And he gave a recap, and he goes, it was just dribble.
You
Dribble.
can sum up a recap
know?
of that whole damn press conference in less than a minute and cover every topic that he covered. The rest of it was all superfluous bullshit. You know,
Yeah.
let them do whatever they want.
Waste of
line.
an hour of your life.
That's the line that I remember.
That's an hour you'll never get back, John.
No. Are you shitting? I've got hours and hours, hundreds, thousands of hours. I'll never get back from this shit. All of us do. He's
I know.
He's in our brain like a worm.
He's been in our fucking heads for a decade, and we're going, why? What did we do to deserve this shit?
We have a lot of blue dots that are just, tired, worn out, worn down. But we can't, stop. If you have to take a break, stop. I do.
Yeah.
I watch Aerial
Me
America
too.
or some nature show. I try to get my mind somewhere else besides on Trump. But I always have to come back to him. I have a show to do. I don't want to sound like an idiot. Look like one already, so don't want.
We all do.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh God.
There's just so much time that we're never going to get back. But if we don't, stay in this game, if we don't fight our ass off, the game's going to be lost, baby. We'll be able to think of bullshit
act like
for the
our
rest
lives
of our
depend
life
upon
because
it,
we
you know
won't have
that,
any
John?
say in it.
Yeah, we got to act like our lives really depend upon it
They
because
do.
they literally
Our
do.
democracy does.
Yeah.
Our way of life does. Everything is on the line with this man. And I, I'm torn between thinking, I see a change. I see a change in the weather coming. His support is waning. He's pulled some dumbass shit. When all the shit that he is trying to implement it kicks in, we're already looking at economic situation that's not good, and the forecast is looking real bad, and that's going to affect everybody. But then I think on the
Want to
other
know something
side,
interesting? I watched Kyle Kaczynski yesterday, and he did a real interesting video, and it was kind of not the topic I thought he'd talk about, but he took a deep dive into a study of 8th to 10th graders, males. And, it's interesting that conscientiousness and neuroticism and stuff like that, conscientiousness between 8th and 10th graders in males has gone down significantly. I mean, dropped 25 to 40% over the last couple years. And what it's showing is everybody's getting more isolated. And get this, they interviewed 8th to 10th grade males, and they blame women They think that women should be paid less. They're pointing at brown people or immigrants and women for all their problems in the upcoming world, and they're not looking at the elite people, the billionaire class that's destroying it. They're pointing the fingers at the wrong people, and what it shows is a societal change that our young men that are growing up now are more. They want to blame women for all the problems of the world. I mean, they look at them as objects. In fact, it's really sad, the trend that's happening. And we got to start changing shit. We got to start changing, they got to start pointing the fingers at the top and not at, because all the social influencers that they watch are pointing at, they tell women are just objects and you could treat them however they shouldn't be paid. They should stay home and be pregnant and barefoot and blah, blah, blah. And then the other thing that they do.
That's just bullshit. Dangerous. It's just.
Yeah.
Anyone under 25 shouldn't be allowed to touch a phone. End of story.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
I was shocked to hear these numbers, though, because it shows a social trend that our young people, men that are growing up, are like already disillusioned and got the wrong attitudes. And it's only going to get worse.
It's been decades and decades and decades of taking away good education in different areas. And we're looking at
dumbing down of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dumbing down of America, and or the rise again of the ugly racism that was under the rock, but not really. Now it's just blatant. And
misogynism came out the same way racism did.
Right.
That's
and you know what's
Donnie
interesting?
sells.
What's interesting?
They brought it to the forefront. It's horrible that it's even there at all. I don't like it. I've never liked it.
Right, but you know what's interesting? He said that in other countries,
preacher right now who's out there spouting that shit, that women should cleave unto their husband, the whole Christian national
right
bullshit.
Well, get this. He talked about community. He goes, the internet has now made all these people that we used to have community where people go out. He goes, in some foreign countries, a lot of foreign countries, they have community centers where the entire community comes out. They got swimming pools, they got basketball courts, they got all kinds of cool stuff. It's like a gigantic park, and we got to start creating that to make more community, because everybody's isolating themselves. They think that they're attached to people, but they're getting more and more in their own little bubbles. Does that make sense? So, I mean, we got to get people out and about.
I go to the park a lot, and I see a lot of people. As a matter of fact, a whole lot of them down there at the duck pond.
No, they are trying to self-segregate. Yeah.
Yeah, people just aren't getting out like they used to. I mean, like big music festivals and big, events where everybody can get together in the community. And I mean, what we're losing in America is that community. We're losing. I mean, you may see it here and there, and a lot of older people do it, and maybe some of the younger couples, they'll come to the parks, but you need to make a I don't know, if you go look at Kyle Kaczynski's video from yesterday, just watch that 10, 12-minute video and see what you can decipher out of that, because I was shocked when I saw that. It was really off base what he talks about.
Christian national extremist version of Christianity equals unconstitutional oppression and tyranny cover-up. The trifecta: misogyny, racism, and homophobia. And that's the trifactor of what Trump pushes and what the Republican right pushes now. They're Christian shit. That's what I was just talking about, that preacher that is out there spouting that white Christian nationalism, that women should cleave unto their husbands. They don't need a vote. They just need to go in the kitchen and do dishes and cook dinner and stuff like that. That's the shit. That is the
Handmaid's Tale.
That the right is pushing now, that they're leaning towards. What do you think, ladies? It wouldn't have worked in my house. No way, baby. Shit. As a matter of fact, I spent my life telling people I'm the boss of my house, and I have my wife's permission to tell you that too. So there you go.
I told my wife that she'd staple my ears together. My wife would staple my ears together if I told her that.
My wife was the rock of my world.
Fucking A, so's mine.
She was. I miss her terribly. Especially when I go to do a rant. That's probably why my rants have suffered, because before every rant I ever did. That was a discussion between me and my wife.
She got you fired up.
Conversation going back, pumping me up, getting me lined up, and then I'd go out that door and do my shit.
Guaranteed.
It's
She's still pumping you up, brother.
she is.
You just got to hear
Yeah,
it.
you can still have those conversations. You can have them right in your head, right beforehand.
Exactly.
I do.
Exactly.
I try to.
You do. Good. Good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, she don't want you to. Yeah. Anyway, she wants you to be there with her all the time, and I know you are.
She is.
So.
She is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right. Anyway, well, John, I'm glad you brought me in. I just had a couple things I wanted to talk about. Hopefully, people start looking into this real idea. If you want, I'll throw a couple of the videos up on the main discussion. People can look at it and evaluate it for what it's worth. Part of it, in fact, I know that one of the guy who did it was on this Jimmy Dore show, and I kind of get a feeling that they kind of come from a libertarian perspective, but they talked about the vaccine cards we had to have and the fact that, during COVID that everybody had to show your vaccine pass to get into a restaurant or anything like that. And yet, they were talking about, that's just one example of being able to track each of us with real ID. I mean, that vaccine pass was a joke because they found out even after giving you the COVID vaccine, sure, it kept you from dying, but you could still pass the disease to other people if you had it. So they figure they still got to do some work. And of course, fucking Robert Kennedy Jr. fucking destroying $500,000 worth of fucking mRNA. I'm immunocompromised. I can't take, what would kill me in a New York fucking second is if I got a live vaccine. And this son of a bitch wants to go back to fucking live vaccines, the old fucking
Robert
1940
knows best.
bullshit.
We don't need no scientists, no medical experts. All we need is RFK Jr. to just, have a feeling. He knows about this shit, He's got an inside voice in his head that talks to him all the fucking time, I think.
It's a worm calling for reinforcements.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you realize a guy came on from the CDC who worked with the CDC for 50 fucking years? He's one of the top scientists. And he talked about how this RMNA, he goes, right now, there was a pandemic and influenza only gets stronger and stronger. Each time that we come up with a vaccine for it, guess what? Viruses are smart. They replicate and they try to get around our vaccines. So, the fact is, influenza only gets stronger and stronger as time goes by. And the next influenza pandemic that happens, which will happen, he says right now, at the current way that our Robert Kennedy wants to do it, they do it by eggs, and it takes 6 months to create a vaccine. He goes, right now, if there was a pandemic, it would take literally years to vaccinate the whole world. He goes, with RMNA technology, we can vaccinate the entire world in 8 to 10 months. Which would normally take 3 to 4 years if you do it by eggs, and a lot of fucking people will die in the meantime. So, they're talking about RMNA or mRNA technology.
There's a list of shit.
I mean, they can design it. It's using CRISPR. They can basically design, the genetic coding. They can change it, and they can replicate it really quick on the fly. They don't have to wait to inject it into a fucking egg and wait 6 months and hope it works, I mean, that's the old way of doing things.
He's not into that. Hello, Candace.
No, fuck science. That's what he says.
That's exactly what he's saying. Hello, darling. How are you?
Hey y'all, how you doing? Oh, it's hot. It's humid. We got a little rain early this morning. It is just humid.
Hey, I like the stump, dear.
It feels like Christmas up here.
We
like
had a
take it
hurricane
back.
pass to the north of us. It's been so fucking humid in Hawaii. We had a big fucking hurricane that just passed to the north of us, shut all the
I
winds
seen
down.
I seen that.
Oh god, it's been hot and humid here. Oh god, it's horrible. The trains just started today again. Thank God. But yeah, you guys.
Half of this horse has got mud on her. The other half, she looks really good. She's two-faced today. You look at her one side, she looks like a different horse. She took advantage of that little rain and wallered in the mud.
Oh,
So,
did she? Of course she did.
yeah.
I seen your
she did.
stump, dear.
My stump?
Yeah, I like your
yes.
stump. I like your stump.
That stump is as big as me. Yeah. Well, thank you.
But
I
you've been having a
appreciate that.
time moving that thing around.
Finally got it out of the way where I wanted it.
I'm just happy to see the videos, dear.
Oh, thank you. I'm
They're a little
trying.
peace.
I'm
They're
trying.
they're one of those little peaceful things that I've been taking a look at just to, get the hell away from
Well,
politics
good.
and news.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to,
you have a
get away
you
from the
have a
politics,
beautiful
look at the
place
pretty
there.
things.
You have a beautiful
Well,
place.
I'm trying, honey. I'm
You,
trying.
you're doing a good job, baby. It really looks good.
Well,
It
thank
makes
you
me
for
feel
bringing me to the
bad.
table. I know it's almost quitting time, but uh,
Well,
no,
I need it.
you talked about that woman issue, and I'll tell you what, the last 10 years dating, being single, it
Mm.
has. I mean, I don't know how many times I sit across the table and go, "Thank God we ordered just appetizers." And
That's where a
there
lemon
wasn't a
law
window
comes
in the
in.
bathroom to escape because I looked. Trust me.
Look for a shower. I think I need a shower after that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because
If
of
Yeah.
the
that
lemon law applies to
misogyny
cars and
and
politicians, it should apply to first dates too.
well, I'm just saying it's that trend. It's out here. I mean, like Daryl was talking about, it's not just eighth graders.
No.
Yeah,
You know, that's what I'm
their
saying.
brains
It's
are
like,
shit.
what in the world, man? You know?
Society itself has changed. It's not the
It's
world
like
that
women
we grew up
matter
in.
anymore. My God, they gave birth to us. I mean, you guys, they took care of us for 18 years. I mean, if it wasn't for your mom,
Yeah,
you probably
that's
wouldn't
Well,
be
all
the
they're
first
alive.
supposed
three,
to do.
well, the first three questions I get is, where do you live? What do you drive? And what do you do?
Really?
Is that bad?
What do you drive?
I'm sorry.
What?
Right?
Well, I mean, are you
I'm curious.
trying to get to know me as a person, or are you more, inclined to my assets because I'm a
Yeah.
single woman?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
doing
I
a
don't know
job
how to
Is it-
take it.
interview. You're going through a job interview there.
I'm kidding you, darling. I'm
It's what it
kidding you.
feels like, Daryl. Exactly. It's like a
Be
job
nicer
interview.
to ask what kind of music you like,
Yeah.
or what's your
What do you
favorite
enjoy doing?
food.
You paddle, you like paddleboarding, like boats, like fishing, like hunting. Hell, will you help me dress a deer? No. What do you drive? How much you make? Where
Oh,
do you live?
God. Those are the
So it's
wrong
more like-
questions.
It's more like a
I mean,
job interview.
1, 2, 3. They come
And a
out just
date.
like that. 1, 2, 3.
I guess I'm an old romantic. I still believe in the movement
Yeah.
of the heart.
Right. Whining and
I mean, I
dining.
get asked to dance. If I get asked to dance on the dance floor, what's your name? Okay. Well, what do you do? You know my answer is now? I live. What do you do?
I live. I live. What do you do?
I live. Good one.
Gentlemen, I would just like to offer a little tiny bit of advice. Go make friends with women. Make friends with them. Just friends. Don't date them. Don't try to anything more.
Yeah, don't look
Be
for
friends with them
anything
first.
except
Learn about
friendship.
them
Don't be the
and
creepy
then
uncle.
go from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't be
You're
the
gonna learn
creepy
a lot.
uncle.
Yeah. Jesus.
Mm-mm-mm.
Start as friends.
It's not
That
all
way,
about
like,
sex.
yeah.
You know,
And you know
I think
what?
that's the
It's
problem.
been
Didn't
this
have sex come
whole,
by. I think that's
yeah, COVID was a thing. I worked through COVID. I was an essential worker. COVID didn't make a damn to me. You got me. It didn't affect me in the way it did a lot of people. I still had to work and with traveling, many states even. So, but, all of this coming from the dating world, single world, started with when Trump came in for the last decade, and I'm over it. I'm over all of it. I'm over the way people talk to each other. I'm over going to the store, the entitlement, walking by you like you're a mummy. In Texas, everybody held the door open, not because I was a woman. That's just what you did.
I still
Yeah.
do. I still do because I
And
still
it's
remember
like-
my mama would slap me if I
Texas
didn't.
taught me manners. When I went down
It's
there, you guys
manners.
are
Yeah, there's
mannerly
no
folk
manners.
down there. You guys have
Nobody
lots
has
of
manners anymore.
More than
Nobody
any
has
other
manners
state
anymore.
I've
It's
seen.
entitlement.
No,
I'm entitled.
you got manners down there in Texas that you got in no other state. Everybody says yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and how y'all doing? And
I like
mean,
to
you
think
guys
we're
are
pretty
I'll
polite
tell you
down here.
this. I'll tell you this. This is what I did the other day. You might be proud of me. This old fella come running. I was on the road, come around me like the world was on fire, and then cut me off when he got around. I took the truck off. So I followed him. And he pulled up there the wrong direction on the street. And I pulled up there. I said, "Is everything all right?" I said, "Is there an emergency?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Well, I sure figured there's an emergency in the way you was driving." There's more than one way to skin a cat instead of telling me you're just an asshole, So anyway, he looked at me. He's like, "No, ma'am, there's no problem." I said, "Well, I couldn't understand why somebody'd be driving like that." Okay, then. Just drove
Go
off.
ahead.
You know, I wasn't being a shit about it. I was, just, I could have called him a few more words, but I don't know. I just think nobody's making anybody accountable for the small stuff, and then they see nobody being accountable for the big stuff with our politics, with
It's a
all these
dangerous
lawyers
world we
getting
live
away
in.
with everything. Yeah.
You know what I would have said to him, Candace? I would have said you drove and like your pants are on fire, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, is there an emergency? Yeah, is something on fire? What the hell? Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah, get
crazy.
the hell out of the way.
Buddy.
Boy,
I mean,
shit.
but I don't know. Just the hatefulness that's going around, and it almost comes off like the fear of missing out. Like
Oh, it's
everybody's so fast.
contagious.
Everybody's
it's
moving so
contagious and
fast that they don't even
normalizing.
know.
People-
Yeah.
Everything's normalized. That's the problem. Everything's being normalized, and it's just kind of the way that people think that they can get away with it now. And we got to start fucking saying, hey, you know what? We don't talk that way around here. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't know,
I
man.
do the same thing.
Gone right out the fucking window. They've
Vicky,
gone right
I
out
do
the
the
window.
same thing. I hold the door open, and when they do it for me, I say you're welcome. And when I hold the door open for a woman, and she doesn't say
I
thank
do
you,
it for men too. I do it for
say you're
anybody.
welcome just a little bit louder.
We do it for everyone.
Everybody here says thank you.
Always
In
do.
Hawaii, you always open the door for anybody. You know, two people walk
Yeah,
up to the
and it's not about a woman's lib or being respectful of women. I do too. I mean, I see somebody coming out of the store and their hands are full with what they got. I'm
Hold the
coming
door.
in the door empty-handed. I open the door for them. You
Yeah,
know, it's not because I'm a woman.
I'll
And
ask you if
sit there
you
and
need some
patiently
help with
wait, 'cause
that.
People are
Get
way
to the
too in
car.
a rush these days.
Yeah, I will too. I will too. Like if I'm grocery shopping by myself, I see
Sure.
somebody that needs
If you
help,
see somebody
especially an
struggling,
older
that's the best
woman
thing you
that's
can do. Step
yeah,
up.
got a
you know.
stroke. Can I help you? And now they look at you like you're going to rob them.
I have. That's sad. That's sad. I haven't run
It
into
is
anybody
sad.
that acted like that.
Kindness
but
is contagious, though. Kindness
it
is
is.
contagious.
To
It
be
is.
kind,
It is.
that's a personal thing. That's a personal choice. I tell y'all
Yeah.
every day, put a smile on your face and give that shit away, because it costs
Damn
nothing,
straight.
and it could change
Yeah.
somebody's day. And that is, to me, it's very important, because I've had shitty days.
And I say that to people, John. I say exactly what you say to people. I say it the exact same way you do. And you know how
Put a
many
smile.
smiles that brings to people's faces when I say, smiles are free. You need to spread that shit around.
Spread that shit
Because the
around.
world sure needs it. And
You know,
man, people
We've
just
got enough
stop and
to
they
worry
listen for a
us, to be
second.
concerned about. That one
They
little
love it.
smile in somebody's day
They
can
love
make a
it.
hell of a difference sometimes.
It's a catchy phrase too, brother. It's a catchy
thought
phrase.
so.
You'd be surprised. That one sticks with people. That one sticks
thought
with
so.
people. When I say that to people, they don't forget it. They don't forget that
Good.
term.
Good.
Smiles are free.
Let's hope
Make
they
sure you spread
practice
that
it.
shit around. The
Same here,
world
yeah.
needs it. Yeah.
That's it. We all
They
need a
love it.
little bit of it.
That's a
Not
great-
just the
I hope you don't
smile.
mind.
Need now more than ever.
I tell them I even tell them my good buddy John Brovedow in Corpus Christi, the
Brovedow.
Blue Dot, Texas. That's his
There
favorite
you go. It's
saying,
easier
and
to
I
say.
tell people that.
It's easier to say.
Yeah, Skippy.
All
Well,
right.
Yeah,
find
We're gonna.
something to compliment somebody on, just to
I
start
did
up a conversation
today.
and make them smile. Say, I like the rims on your truck, man. That's a nice hat.
Yeah.
That's
I did today.
I like
when
your
went
dog,
to, I
whatever.
went to McDonald's for
That's how
coffee
you make
and
friends.
for this morning when
Yeah.
we went. My son and I had to go to the courthouse. Went to the courthouse, took care of that. Went by McDonald's, got a cup of coffee, and I commented because the girl behind the counter, she's a young lady, had blonde streaks in her hair. It was black
Yeah.
hair with blonde little streaks all around, and I made the comment because I did. I liked her hair.
Yeah,
I said, I like your hair.
right.
She smiled and
Start-
said, "Thank you. That's just one for the day." And we can
Yeah,
do that
just
back and
start
forth
talking
all
to
day
each other
long, baby.
again. Talking nicely to each other again. Jeez.
Keep
You
smiling.
can't
You may not
hurt.
live in a blue dot city, but keep working
That's
on
right.
it, baby. Maybe you can turn your city into a blue dot city. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up
People
for the
might
evening.
wonder why you're smiling all the time. Somebody might walk up and tap you and go, "What are you so happy about?" Maybe it is contagious, It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
if everybody's frowning, you know what? Remember Bud Friedman? He owned all the improv nightclubs across the United States, and they were the comedy clubs. And every night before he would introduce the 3 comedians that would have a 10-minute set, he'd come up on stage with his monocle. And Bud Friedman would always say, if the whole world's laughing, nobody has time to cry. And
There
that
you
was
go.
a great lie.
That's a good line.
Period. the whole world's laughing, nobody has time to cry. And you know, comedy is actually, did you know that facial muscles, that if a person's crying, that it takes the same muscles to go ahead and laugh. And it's so easy to take a person who's crying and say a really well-placed joke at the exact moment, and you can turn that cry into laughter. And it's so amazing how it just, that whole emotion can change, because they're both really similar emotions, crying and laughing. So you can change a laugh into a
done
cry,
plenty of
and
both.
you know what?
I think
Yeah.
we've
So
all
anyway,
done
those are
plenty of
words from
both.
wisdom. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to
Anyway,
wrap
words
it
of
up for
wisdom.
the evening. I hope we did
Right
put a
on,
smile
bro.
on your face this evening.
Yeah,
Dangerous,
Skippy.
thank you for coming by, bro.
Definitely did.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me in, brother. I
You
appreciate you. I appreciate the whole family. You guys are wonderful.
Aloha, my friend. Take care. And take
Hey,
care
make
of
sure
them
you hit that
plants.
like button, everybody
Yeah.
that's watching this, and also subscribe.
Now those
And
plants
also check
look
them out
ready.
on Facebook, etc. Yeah, look at the blue dot in Texas and become, get involved, join the Discord server, be part of this
There
gang.
you go. There you go. Hey, them plants
Right.
look ready.
Your advertisement.
I just throwing you my
There's your
professional,
advertisement.
my professional opinion. Those plants are ready. I'm just saying.
They're
I'm just
they're
saying.
getting
I have an eye
close,
for
very
that shit.
close. Yes. You know what they say? You don't pick a coffee bean before it's time, just
There
like
you
you
go,
serve no
baby.
wine before it's time. So we're just
Anyway.
a little bit of waiting. Anyway, glad you got a picture of those.
You bet. Enjoyed it. I appreciate
All right.
it. Dangerous. Take care of yourself.
You got it.
And
All right, brother.
better
you too.
weather.
Aloha. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Get them trade winds
It's been
back.
a
And you
pleasure
guys
as always.
know,
Thank
get some
you for
shade
coming
down
in,
there, all
brother.
right?
I hope
Better
everybody
weather.
gets, I hope the weather turns nice for everybody. It gives you a break from the heat. Remember,
Let's all
fall
hope
is
for a
on
little
the
bit better
way.
weather.
That's right. And if you want to get in the fight, come find us at Sons of Liberty Official. Have a good night, everybody.
Outstanding. Thank you, better weather. Take it here. Sons of Liberty. Check them out.
Love you guys.
And Candace.
Hey, love. Thanks for bringing me in at the end. I didn't have much to add anyway. I had been pretty busy today, so I appreciate
I
it, though.
just wanted to let you know I like the stump.
I
As a matter
tried.
of fact, I like your place. The horse, it's peaceful looking. It's peaceful looking. So keep
Well,
those videos up, baby.
sometimes. Well, thank
Keep
you. I'm going to try to get my barn video together, so maybe you'll enjoy it, too.
You bet. You bet.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah. Thank
take
you
care
for
of yourself,
looking.
baby.
I appreciate
See, you're
your
doing
views.
that. You're putting a smile on
Y'all,
my face.
everybody subscribe. John's like right there. Well, there's Clementine.
We're almost
Duh,
at
she had her voice.
70,000 on
Yeah, I
on
know. You're
YouTube.
almost at
Yeah,
70,000. So y'all
almost.
find your friends, your other
We
blue
could we
dots,
could
and
we
get them
could
to
hit it right
subscribe.
now. If enough of
I
y'all
know.
just sit down there and hit that subscribe button down there.
That's right.
We'll
Hit
push
that
that right
subscribe
over.
button.
Anyway,
Then we'll have a
baby.
real chair dance party.
There you
50,
go.
70,000. There you go.
Well,
Have a good night, honey. Happy
You
trails,
too,
y'all.
darling. Take care of yourself.
I will.
All right. And Miss Chick.
And John,
Oh, baby. That went by. It went by fast. When I
it
saw your
did
message
kind
there, I
of.
was like, oh shit, damn.
Yeah.
Flash.
Well, I never know if you're going to see it, so I start a little early.
Yes, I seen that. I seen that. Yeah.
But we
you
also
get-
want
you
to
get-
thank Dave dropping in
Yes.
from Australia and
Yes.
Jess coming in from those Scandinavian countries.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. Appreciate both of them coming in, and I can't say enough about Dave. Y'all wonder why I like Dave so much. That's one of the reasons. He's not only a good conversationalist, he knows what's going on in the United States, but he is heavily involved in animal rescue. And I
Yes,
just
he
admire
is.
the shit out of him for that. So,
Yep. You never know what kind of critter he's going to have in a
No.
cage or a crate there at the house that
Yeah.
he's taking care of.
yeah, and he's in Australia, so, they got weird animals down there.
Could be a wombat or something. Who knows? Yeah.
Anyway. Got anything else you want to add tonight, darling?
Yeah, where did I put my note? I just want to remind everybody coming up on the 16th of August. Where did I write that note?
That's coming up
Shoot.
pretty quick.
Yeah, I lost my note though. Oh wait, it's the Saturday, August 16th, Fight the Trump Takeover. Mm-hmm.
Stop the Trump
So-
takeover, baby.
Yeah, let me just pop that in the thing and then you can go in and look at it to see where near you kind of thing.
Because there is one going on near you. I guarantee you there's
Most
protests going on
likely.
somewhere.
Somewhere, some kind of protest. And on
Some kind
September
of
1st,
protest
of
going
course, we have the National Day of Protest on September 1st, which is a holiday weekend there. And that's everywhere at noon generally to defeat fascism. And on September 2nd, remove the regime, a visit to Congress at 10 a.m. Columbus Circle, D.C. And I do believe that is his name Cliff Cash?
Chris Cash?
Yeah, I think he's going to be there for that, along with some other people, but specifically. And, of course, every Saturday is Tesla Takedown.
That.
Take part in the Tesla Takedown.
Let that roll on, baby. Let that roll on.
Yep. And then, just do good trouble. Get into some good trouble. Whether it's on the phone, writing letters, maybe you can donate some time to something. Check with your local Dems, your local Indivisible, see if they need help with volunteers for something.
It's an information world. Check on Google. Google protest near me or,
And not everybody can physically partake of a protest, but there's still stuff you can do. So look into it. You can do stuff behind the scenes to help.
Lots of ways you can use your voice, baby. Lots of ways. So
and
try to find
if you've got a few extra dollars, there's always things to donate to. Find a good cause, maybe the ACLU, whatever,
Be involved.
Find somewhere
That's
to
the
send a
biggest
couple
message.
bucks.
Be involved in this shit. You won't
Be involved in some way and take a break, but don't look away too long.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
time your
Indeed.
Time how much you look at it and how long you look at it. I have to take snippets a day and step away for a minute. But I know some people who didn't step away from what you wrote on Facebook the other day, and you also posted it in Discord, and I don't think you were able to put that in YouTube, huh?
No. Well, yes, I did. There's a place in YouTube for posts.
Oh, okay. Then go look for that on YouTube if you haven't. Check out the extra things you can look at on YouTube. And John wrote some really great stuff. He wrote a rant. And some people shared that. And some people shared had people share their shares. And that's kind of nice, too. And there was lots of comments on people.
I tell people all the time I write better than I sound. I really do.
Yeah.
And I like to write. And
people really liked that.
I'm going to try.
We had people like Ann K. from New York and Jolene from Wisconsin, Pauline C. from Kentucky, Red M. from Oregon, Ty R. from Wisconsin, and Russell C. from Tennessee.
They all shared that?
They all shared that.
I appreciate the shit out of that.
You can all share that.
Yeah. Yes. Sometimes I do. I put pen to ink or fingers to typewriter nowadays, or not. Keyboard. I'm sorry. I'm way back in the ages. It does. It allows me to get my thought out without having to. Anyway, I write better than I speak, and so I will. I'm going to try to attempt to do more writing. It gets my thoughts out a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
And then still do my rants and whatnot. Anyway.
Your choice.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to keep myself my shit together. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for coming in and joining the conversation tonight. It flew by tonight. We had great conversation tonight, and I appreciate that. Y'all remember this shit, what I wrote. It's all about you. You personally. You're the one that's going to save this country. And if there's enough yous out there, we can get that done. We can't turn our back on this shit. We have to be involved. Everybody's tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's sickening every day to turn on the news and see what kind of bullshit that man's going to pull out of his ass today. But I'm more tired of the idea that our democracy will fall apart, will fade away, will change into something else. And we can't let that happen. So as long as there's a breath in me, baby, I'm going to be using it. And as long as you're breathing, exercise that right, baby. Use your voice. Use your vote. Make sure you're involved. Anyway, enough preaching. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Miss Chick, so much for everything you do. Mark, thank you for everything you do, brother. I appreciate it. Anyway, what's today? Tuesday? That means we'll be back here Thursday. Means mañana is Wednesday, hump day. We'll try to get a rant out tomorrow, and then we'll be back here on Thursday for another view of the world before he slides up to Alaska and gets on his knees up there. So y'all come back, and we'll have much to talk about then. Anyway, yeah, put a smile on your face, baby. Give that shit away. It's the best advice I can give anybody. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you again on Thursday. Good night, Miss Chick.